What's going on, guys? It's your boy benitokescutshair Barber, back with another fire video, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, this my jam, nigga.
For this one, I got a facial 1.0 and a blowout. And the reason it's 1.0 is because it's an experimental facial, you know what I'm saying? This is not really one of my services. It's sort of like an experiment that I did on my brother. I'm trying out, I'm experimenting with new ways to get money as a barber, So y'all could do that as well, experiment with new ways to make money as a barber so that y'all making more money than usual, cause this isn't a lot of work, and since it's an experiment, I'm gonna add more to it. I know it's just this, but I'm gonna add more to it. I'm gonna add more stuff to it. But yeah, y'all could experiment with different ways of making money, cause it's not a lot of work. You put this on, and it just stays on during the haircut, and it does the work for itself. So yeah, that's what I want to say about that part. So for the blowouts, blowouts in my opinion are it's a very particular type of haircut, only certain people like it, it's like the haircut flows with the tapers. I don't know how to explain it. Like the length flows into the tapers, and it just makes it like crispy, but for certain people, certain people don't like it. This is my brother, you guys, so he's the reason. That's also why I'm trying out this facial thing on him. I'm telling him to give me some feedback on it, but yeah, here I got my wash seniors, I'm making my first guideline. But for my blowouts, what I like doing is mainly the taper, Since I'm not cutting nothing off the top, let's just go with the tutorial for tapers, But it's considered a blowout because it's blowing out, into the longness of the hair, and it flows together. So first create a guideline, and for my method for fading is I create a guideline, and then what I do is I erase it. So I'm creating a guideline, and then I'm erasing it. And the way I erase it is I go halfway, like I'm kind of like fading down or up, it doesn't really matter. I go halfway and I fade up to the halfway point, and then kind of like flick out. This is done with only the corners, guys. Only use the corners of the clipper during the fading part. It'll make your blends a lot more blurrier without a lot of effort, So just go all around and try to make it neat,
Oh, this my jam, nigga.
Because the guidelines are what determines the fade, how it's gonna be positioned, And since these tapers are going into long hair, it's like a very short blend, So you do want to keep the guidelines pretty tight. Like here I got the number 1 guard, and I'm keeping the guideline pretty tight. It's not too wide. It's about ½ an inch to ¼ of an inch. And now I close the lever, still with the number 1 guard. And this is not gonna take out the guideline, but it's gonna soften it. And I'm coming back with no guard all the way open. And I'm just going in with the corner, removing those dark spots that I see. So for the dark spots, you just gotta see it and determine on what part of the fade it is, because for fading it's shades, right? Like the lever, it's like the lower you put it is the darker the color, and closed is lighter color, and halfway is like grayish to darker gray to light light gray, you know. So if it's higher on the fade, you have to lower it down, you know. And it's like you go down, you close it, you go up, you open it. Alright. So do a guideline and then go to the back. Some people, what they do is they create a guideline and they go and finish it all, like, you know, like, I don't know how to explain it, guys. Like, they finish the whole blend, they finish the whole taper like at once, and then they move on to the back, and then they finish the back, and then they move on to the other side and they finish it. But what I'm doing here is I'm creating the guideline, moving to the back, creating a guideline, moving to the back, moving to the other side, creating a guideline, fading it out, all that stuff, guys. I'm gonna let y'all watch for a little bit, since it's all basically the same steps that I just said. It's just the same steps for each card. So yeah.
Oh, this my jam, nigga.
Make sure y'all are always taking your time with your haircuts. You know, it's very important you gotta take your time to give them a quality cut, because if you do have a high price, it's like you have to take your time. You know, you have to give them a quality cut because that's what they're paying for. You know, if you don't take your time, you could charge less. You know, but it's all up. You know, there's different kinds of barbers. You know, I'm like the one that takes like 45 minutes to an hour, because I like taking my time. I could do it faster. I could finish it in about 30 minutes, like a haircut, but I don't think it'll come out as good as me like taking my time. You know, like, it'll be a good blend and everything, but it won't be like perfected. So whenever you guys are cutting hair, take your time to do it right and pay attention to details, because details always matter to the client. Because in the barbershop, they can't really be like looking at it a lot, but once they go home, they start staring at it more and they judge it more, and they kind of see whether they want to come back or not, you know. And that's a good way to keep a client. So always look at the details and take your time with every single cut. Yeah, I'll be back right now with more gaming knowledge, guys. Good gaming knowledge. Alright, another thing I wanted to say right now is there's two different kinds of tapers, right? There's tapers that are just like, they want to keep the real darkness, so they only blend in the sides, right? And there's another taper which is like a shadow fade and a taper. So like the taper, as you're blending up and you're getting to the one guard, it starts wrapping around and meeting with the side taper. So there's two types of tapers that there is. I just wanted y'all to know that this is the one where it stays dark. So I'm not wrapping the fade around to meet the size or anything. Here is the reveal, you know what I'm saying? Here I'm taking off the face mask that I put on, guys. Yeah. So here I got a little sanding strip, a little neck strip, and I'm wiping the client, you know, my brother. Yeah, I'm wiping him off, you know. Gotta have him clean. I'm use a cotton ball next time. Y'all wait for a facial 2.0 because I will be making one because this is an experiment, you know, and I will be like adding to it. I will be adding to it based on the feedback that my brother gave me, you know. So, alright, now we're gonna get to the razor, guys. So make sure y'all always razor your client, you know. Once you razor them, they will look a lot, the blend will look a lot like there'll be more contrast in the blend because there will be a lighter, the light will get lighter and the dark will get darker because the hair will be shorter, you know. So balding out is not essential and it's not like needed to get a good fade, but it'll make your fades a lot better and it'll give them longevity, you know. It'll make them last longer on the client, a couple days, like 2-3 days longer. But details matter, like I said, that's what matters in a barber. Like there's a lot of more things, so keep watching my videos and I will be dropping more like little nuggets about for y'all that y'all could be learning, you know. And with balding, always take your time with balding because it takes time. And as y'all can see here, I'm going back, I saw a little bit of bulk, and like I said, always if you always look at the details, go back, take your time, see if you see something wrong with the haircut, don't leave it like that. Don't never leave a haircut unfinished. If you see a haircut and you're like, oh, I already went through my whole fade process, and you see, oh, at the end when he's about to leave, you see, oh, he has something, tell the client to get back in the chair and be like, yo, let me fix this right quick, I got you, you know. That way details always matter, you know. So for the hairline, which is right here, I like putting on hairspray and whatever hairspray you want, you know. And I blow dry it with the high cold, and it's blowing all the way just to make it faster, you know, because it'll take a little bit longer to dry if you don't do it with the blow dryer. So here I got my Wop Peanut. If y'all want to see the review on it, go to my channel. I just did a review like a couple days back, you know. Go check out that video, guys, if y'all want to see a review on the Wop Peanut. So for these long fringe type haircuts, I don't really like pushing them back too much. I just like tapping it a little bit because they don't really need too much, like they don't really like that, you know. That's why they have the fringe, you know. That's why they have that little comb down part.
Oh, this my
And
jam, nigga.
I asked him too. I asked him, do you want me to push too much back, right? And he was like, nah, just straighten it up a little bit, make it look nice, you know, make me look nice for the ladies. So, oh yeah, the freshener, the hairspray, make sure y'all spray it in the neck too, in the neck area, so that those hairs could get nice and hard as well. Yeah, for the back neck, make sure that y'all don't push it back, okay, because the back is real easy to push back. Make sure y'all get the hairs behind the ears as well. Go sideways. Don't really do it like if you're lining up. Use like the corner when you're taking it out from the back of the ear. Here I got my razor. I got a closer up shot of him. Let me know if the quality lessened when I got closer, guys, because I really want to know. Like, let me know if when I got a closer shot, if I got less in there, like less quality. The quality got worse. So my razor is just a razor, you know. I just got a little cheap razor. I don't got like an expensive ass razor that cost me hundreds of dollars. But here, look, this technique is very important because I see barbers that go behind the head and they do it, and it's not needed. You know, you could backhand, and if y'all want me to post a video on how to backhand, with the razor, let me know. I will do it. Here I am busting my moves, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, dancing. Alright. Client looking fresh already, you know what I'm saying? So here. Make sure that y'all angle this line. Alright, so look. The forehead is angled in a way like it's angled backwards in a way, like towards the hair. Towards the back of the head, and y'all gotta make sure when y'all look at it from the side, you line that up like according to that angle of the forehead. Here I said, make sure y'all look behind the ears and see if you have any extra hairs, because you never know. Alright, so this is basically it, guys, you know what I'm saying? This is how my client came in. My brother, you know, he was looking like he really needed my help, you know. So I came in with the clippers, and I fucking hooked them up, you know. I cleaned them up, you know. This is how he left. Let me know what y'all think of the cut. Like I said, I didn't touch the top. I just did the taper. All right, so yeah. Peace out, guys. Have a great ass day.